Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Saurabh Pol. Welcome to Pol Keyboard. Today I'm going to talk about how to better prepare before you join your MBA. So a lot of you are going to join your MBA college very soon. It's the month of May, 31st of May, 2025. And that just means that, most of you are like 15 days away or like a week or two away or, a month away at max from joining your MBA college in India, right? And firstly, congratulations, you got into an MBA college. That's great. I hope that's what you wanted, right? I hope you got into the college you wanted. Even if you did not get the college that you wanted, that's fine. Life goes on and we must adapt. So let me start by saying that many of you must be so excited that you're joining, you're starting a new phase of your life. And I completely agree with you, right? It is a very exciting thing. Post graduation is a lot of fun. Most of you are graduates, very few people are like, हाँ मैंने M.Com भी किया है या मैंने MA किया है और मैंने M.Tech किया है फिर मैं MBA कर रहा हूँ or this is your second MBA, which is very rare, right? Majority of the people are like, hey, I'm a bachelor's. You're most likely in India, a Bachelor of Engineering, B.Tech, B या फिर B.Tech होता है इंडिया में. So that is what most people do in India. And or you're a BCom, BA, whatever you are, right? BBA, BMS, whatever. And you are like, अब मैं MBA करने जाऊंगा and just like 10 दिन बाकी है अब या फिर एक महीना बाकी है and I'm just so excited to go in over there. And let me just tell you, like, please be excited. This is such an exciting thing and you have achieved it, so congratulations. But also keep one thing in mind. I want you to do things which I did not do. I want you to do things a lot of my friends did not do. It is extremely important because no one talks about this. Please, please, please be emotionally prepared for your MBA. And for that, the first thing you need to do is do nothing. Okay. Honestly, I would genuinely say the first thing that you should do is go and meet your friends because you're not going to meet your friends for a long time. You need to spend as much time as possible with your family. You're not going to spend much time with your family for a long, long time. Um, Spend time with your girlfriends or boyfriends, whoever you have, because most likely you're not going to spend a lot of time with them. You won't even get to talk to them. That's going to cause a lot of misunderstandings. That's going to cause a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, things that you can't afford, but you will still have to pay through. Because that's what an MBA does. It overtakes anything and everything in your life, whether you like it or not. Most of you are young. You don't know what real stress looks like. Most of you, right? I'm not saying, oh, you don't know what real stress looks like, but most of you do not, right? And this will be a pressure cooker environment, which you will feel where you will feel, oh, there's a lot of artificial urgency that's been created. But yes, it's true. But it is an urgency nonetheless, right? So I want you to be prepared for that. Um, I'm not saying ki, oh, like, oh, I've seen everything in my grad college. Like, yes, I agree. But in a grad college, it is still like, yeah, you're 18, you're 17, 18 years old. It's different, right? When you're out there doing your MBA, right? A different kind of beast is there around you because most of the people during grad college are just like you. आप भी 17-18 साल 19 साल के हो, वो भी 17-18-19 साल के होते हैं in grad college, right? All of you are stupid in grad college. All of you are young and naive in grad college. But when you go to an MBA college, you will see you may be 22, your competitor, your peer, your classmate is 29. You may be, someone with 2 years of work ex right after engineering, and then you're getting in. You will see someone with 4 years of work ex, and they have probably worked in a fucking MBB. They must have worked in, some consulting firm. They must have worked in some IB firm for all you know. They must have worked in some founder's office. They must have been part of a VC. They must have been part of a, those government companies, those NTPC and all of that. There must be some people who must have done something in their lives, like, counted tigers, in their spare time. I literally had a, friend who's still a friend, of course, my classmate during Bajaj, like his thing was like, oh, I counted tigers in a tiger reserve. I was like, how the fuck do I compete with that? Okay, so there will be people who will have done so many different things in their lives, it's not even funny, right? So it's not a fair environment. Let me start with that. Your MBA college is not a fair environment. You are not on the same level as others. There will be certain advantages you will have, which others won't, but there will be some advantages others will have, which you can't even begin to compete with, right? So for that, the first thing I would request you to do is, as much as possible, know what you want to achieve out of your MBA, right? And before you join your MBA college, like, do not enter on the wrong foot, because it takes a lot of time to get used to it. And by the time you do that, your summer placements are done. Most people make their careers in summer placements. Sorry to break it to you, but that's the truth. I'm not saying if you don't do well in your summer placements, your career is gone. Absolutely not. I'm saying if you do well in your summer placement, you have a very good chance of doing well in your overall career. Like, धक्के थोड़े कम खाने पड़ते हैं, is all I'm saying. Your overall MBA journey becomes much easier if your summer placements are better, or your summer placements convert, or if your summer placements are in a company which is wanted by others, and more importantly, if it is wanted by you, which is exactly, it's aligning. Okay, please ask yourself, what do you want out of your MBA? Okay, I'm not saying you should all go there for learning. I'm not naive. I know most of you are trying to go to your MBA college कि मैं 50,000 कमा रहा हूँ, मुझे 4 लाख कमाने at the end of my MBA. Most of you are not going to get it. I'm sorry to break it to you. Please remember that those college placement report cards and all, like, they have their own issues. You will realize later. I'm not saying they are not to be believed, but just keep in mind that that is not something to focus on. Okay, it is not like a portal you enter and after 2 years, voila, you're like 25-35 lakhs per annum ka job. No, it doesn't work that way, not for most people, right? If you look back at it, yes, but that's not exactly how it works. Okay, so please be emotionally prepared and have some sense of what you want to achieve over there. You may be even wrong ki, oh, this is what I wanted to achieve, but I was so wrong. But it's fine. Planning is more important than the plan itself. Okay, I'll repeat, planning is more important than the plan itself, because you will at least be like, okay, I've gone through this process of thinking through what I want to do in my MBA, right? I know people, I kid you not, I have friends who went into MBA colleges saying, I want to find a girl over there, I want to find a guy over there. Mostly the people who go out looking for a girl, they don't find one, but women usually, they are a bit more successful. I've seen, they're like, I'm going to find a dude over there, hopefully. And when it works out really well, right? And I have friends who are like married and stuff now. They were like, I'm going to go and find a boy, okay, over there, or man over there. And they end up getting it, and because there's a lot of clarity in that key, I want someone who's just like me. I want someone who's on my level. I want it's easier, right? It's a beautiful environment because most of your average age is 26 and all. In a couple of years you have to get married based on like kitna bhi tum progressive ban jao. Indian society forces you ki chalo chalo beta shadi kar lo types. It doesn't matter how much you earn or what you do. Most Indians be like bhai 30 ke pehle shadi kar lo types. And nowadays it's been extended to 32 and so on and so forth, but you get my point, right? It's a beautiful place to find a future life partner, and I'm not shaming that at all. I think that's a beautiful way of going about it. That doesn't mean you act all desperate over there, please. Okay, I mean, that's a rule that stands true for every place you go to in life, let's be frank. But what I'm trying to tell you is, go with a certain goal in your mind, go with multiple goals in your mind. I went into my MBA thinking, bro, when I'm going to come out of it, I need to be branded as a guy who can be hired in like high impact marketing roles across the country in FMCG. Now, I failed in the FMCG aspect, no doubt about it. That's fine. But what I definitely succeeded in, by the way, my summer placement was FMCG, but due to GST and all of that jazz, demonetization, we had very few FMCG companies coming in. Now, all that may be excuses, but it is what it is, right? I had very little chance to actually get into an FMCG college than my predecessors in final placements. So yeah, do your summer placements well. But by the time I got out of my MBA, I was like, okay, marketing guy from a very good college, can hold his own, really very consistent experience, logical profile, which is benefiting me till date. My profile has had marketing on it, strategic marketing on it since 2015. Forget that, 2014 in fact. Since 2014, 11 साल से मैं सिर्फ marketing कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so that really helps. And during my MBA also, I was like, I didn't get blinded by consulting, IB and all of that. I knew IB की औकात नहीं थी, consulting की भी औकात नहीं थी. I had that, healthy dose of, humility, I would say. Nowhere else, but other than, I mean, mostly people would be like, what an arrogant bastard. But other than that, like, I knew what I was not good at, right? And I also, luckily, I was like, नहीं करना है यार consulting, नहीं करना है IB. अगर आपको करना है, prepare for it. अभी एक महीने में आप prep नहीं कर पाओगे. But what I'm saying is, you should then be part of those clubs when you enter an MBA college. You should be reading up about all of this. You should be reading books about consulting. I mean, there are books about cracking consulting interviews, aren't there? So अगर आपको consulting करना है तो पढ़ लो. Because once you join your MBA college, आपको newspaper पढ़ने का time मिल गया तो you will be pretty lucky. I'm being very frank. Because they'll put you into that whole meat grinder, and by the time you're out, 2 years are gone or 1 year is gone, right? Depending on the kind of college you get into. So I'm definitely giving you this advice that know what you want, be emotionally prepared, spend time with your friends and family. Maje karo. Maje karo. I'm honestly telling you, because you are not, because your friends are going to be like, after a point of time, bhai bhul gaya humko. Okay, your girlfriend and your boyfriend are going to pick up fights with you. I promise you right now, they're going to pick up fights with you, and it won't be their fault. It won't be their fault, because you will be out there working till 2 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m., and then again getting into some assignment, some placement, kathingi, some lectures, obviously, no doubt about it. You will be working on some projects, so on and so forth. There will be 700 things you will be busy with, and your friends and family and girlfriends and boyfriends are not something that is going to cross your mind. There will be distractions over there. There will be parties over there. There will be new people who you're going to meet. Some may tempt you. I'm being very frank. That's up to you. There are no moral lessons in this thing, but I mean, that's up to you, whatever you want to do in life, right? But all I'm saying is these things are going to exist, so it's going to be a very different environment. I'm not saying don't be Robocop and go over there, right? Like, be a chill guy and enter over there. I went up there like this. Dunya hila denge does not always work, guys. There is a time and place for it. But then again, I was 22 when I entered, so I'll cut myself some slack. And there was not all of this which is happening right now, right? Like, there were, like, Reddit and pagalguy.com were there, but they were not as evolved as they are right now. Like 10 years ago, it was a very different environment in India for MBA, Premier MBA, and all of that. Today, it is very different. You guys have so much knowledge. You guys have so much awareness about everything. आपको किसी भी कॉलेज के बारे में रिसर्च करना है, you just go, on Reddit /IIM Ahmedabad /whatever ISV /Bangalore, whatever, you know what I mean, IFT, JBMS, whatever. And because it's anonymous, like, people will actually tell the truth many a times over there. So what I'm saying, but don't take all the posts seriously. But what I'm trying to tell you is read up about the college, read up about, just put on Google and news section में जाओ, देखो कि क्या आ रहा है उसमें. What exactly are people, what exactly is the college in the news for? Go on Reddit and then you will see, okay, what are the students talking about it? What are the alumni talking about it? Kya chal raha hai, kya nahi chal raha hai? You can even ask questions over there. Be anonymous though, because another piece of advice would be, like, to genuinely check out, okay, what are the courses on offer over there? Are these courses good? Like, website pe to acha lag raha hai. Maybe once you go in there, you're like, okay, it doesn't feel that great, things like that. So my recommendation would be to look at the courses you want to do, look at the grades and credits that you want to look at, and then basically, ask some alumni that you will find. Go get in touch with alumni. Tell them, hey, listen, I'm joining in the next, like, a week or so. I'm joining in the next 2 weeks. I'm really excited, but also I'm nervous. I was going through the curriculum, and I thought this lecture or this professor's class is great. Would you recommend me joining it? What do you think? And this is what I want to do, and so on and so forth. If someone helps you out, that's fantastic. If someone helps you out, that's fantastic. If not, that's okay. At least you try it. As much as possible, find out who is joining with you, have conversations with them, introduce yourself. People should know who you are. You go to an MBA college, networking is a huge part of it, but that does not mean you all act all overexcited and everything. I'm pretty sure there will be a WhatsApp group created, for your batch of 20, what is it now, 27 or 26, depending on what type of an MBA college you're in, 2 years, 1 year, and all of that, right? So please keep that in mind, that networking is extremely important. Keep an eye out. Look at, okay, what are the profiles of the people coming in? आपको सीखने को मिलेगा. Maybe you want to get into IB and you know someone who's already worked in IB. Go and talk to them. Go and talk to them. Maybe you find you're a chartered accountant. There are 3 more chartered accountants or 20 more chartered accountants in your batch. Go and talk to them. Introduce yourself. Hey, AIR 36, AIR 250, whatever. Some shit like that, right? Like, go and talk to them. When you do that, then, there is always something to break the ice, and you're like, okay, I won't be entering the first day of MBA college not knowing anyone. Okay. So keep that in mind. Please ensure that your social media activity is not hyper. Be very careful of what you write on social media. Be very careful. about the comments that you put here and there. This is life advice in general, but I'm just saying that keep in mind that people are watching you now. Before you join, people are watching you. You will be judged on that. So just be very careful about all that. Okay, just be careful. As simple as that. I won't go too deep into it, but that's logical advice. I mean, back in 2014, 15, most people didn't understand the significance of the digital footprint, but it's 2025. If by now you don't understand the significance, you're bloody stupid, right? So keep that in mind. Other than that, what I will definitely say is if you have a hostel, sort it out beforehand. अगर आपका hostel hostel का कुछ है, आप पहले से ही sort out कर लो, guys. Correct? That is extremely important. But if you don't have a hostel, and there are some colleges, right, कि only certain number of people are going to get a hostel, but what about the others? Before you join, you should definitely ensure that your PG and rent and all of that is sorted, because all that logistics, यार आपको खाने खाने का मतलब टाइम मिल जाएगा ना अच्छे टाइम पे, तो यू विल बी वेरी लकी once you join your MBA college. So I'm being very serious. Please ensure that at least the premier institutes, right? Please ensure that if you don't get a hostel, you sort out your PG and rent and all of that beforehand. It is extremely important. वो फालतू चीज सॉर्ट कर लो आप पहले से, फिर जाके आपका बाकी देन यू आर लाइक ओके, नाउ आई एम गोना फोकस ऑन माय करिकुलम, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू फोकस ऑन माय एक्चुअल वर्क. These things matter, so keep that in mind, right guys? So yeah, I mean, you will be like कि रेंट वेंट का मैं क्यों देखूं, मतलब अगर नहीं है हॉस्टल तो आपको देखना पड़ेगा ना. हाँ, वहाँ जाके देखूंगा वाला नहीं होता गाइस, वैसे नहीं होता. सो प्लीज कीप दैट इन माइंड. Go to that place beforehand, see what is there, maybe ask your friend or something who lives over there, and that would be really really helpful. Have a basic understanding of the news of the world. You're an MBA student. Just because you cleared your entrances and you cleared your interview does not mean you burn Economic Times away. In fact, now till the rest of time, you will be reading Economic Times every day, right? It's anyway a good newspaper, but as much as possible, read business news, read economic news, financial news. If you're into marketing, then marketing news. But business and economics is basics of MBA, right? वो आपको पता होना चाहिए क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा है. Little bit of politics as well, not as much, but politics does impact, business and economics. So please keep that in mind, right? To have that grip. Do not just, wake up in the morning, मतलब दोस्तों के साथ थोड़ा दारू पी लिया, चिल मार लिया, चलो MBA स्टार्ट हो रहा है. Don't do that. I mean, as I said, meet your friends, meet your family, but take out time to be aware of what's happening, current affairs and all, because it will be very helpful once you do it, right? And वो आदत भी एक अच्छी आदत है to keep it, right? So that is something which I would recommend. Do not go in there very high strung, very hyper like I did, because you will end up pissing people off. They'll be like, यार ये वो, you will have that roadies वाला attitude. मैं यहाँ पे दोस्ती करने नहीं आया. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a network of people you will be dependent on for 25, 35, 40, 50 years even, right? If things go well. So I'm just saying, please keep that in mind, that you need to be yourself without pissing people off. Okay. So keep that in mind कि आपको दोस्ती भी करनी है वहाँ पे. I'm an introvert doesn't work in the real world. I'm sorry. Being an introvert does not work in the real world, guys. This is social media bullshit, which will keep you behind, right? You can be an introvert while also networking with people, while also talking to people. Okay. Regulate and calibrate your presence and activity, no doubt about it. But that's not the reason you give to yourself, you know, when you are out there, because it's a social degree. An MBA is as much a social degree as much as it is a technical degree. In a way, it is very technical if you do the right courses, by the way. But obviously, there are other degrees that are much more technical. It's finishing school also, your MBA college. But what I'll definitely say is, without networking, you have failed in an MBA college, right? If you leave your MBA college with only 2 friends, you have failed already. And friends should, yeah, just peers, like, who will be like, hey bro, how are you? That's it. You don't have to चड्डी में नहीं जाना ना कहीं पे किसी के. आपको दोस्ती एक्चुअली करनी है, चड्डी बड्डी नहीं बनना है आपको. बट एटलीस्ट हैव अ बेसिक लेवल ऑफ, ओके, he likes me, I like him, we get along well together. That's it. That's fine. But as I said, grow your network, do your MBA. It is extremely important, right? So for that, शांत दिमाग से एंट्री करो. Okay, don't piss people off when you enter. And only when you are yourself in your best way can you do well in an MBA college, right? Be open. Don't be that guy that I'm like, मैं तो बस ऐसे टाइप के लोगों के साथ दोस्ती रखता हूँ, मैं सिर्फ ऐसे लोगों के साथ ही दोस्ती रखूंगा जिंदगी भर. Experiment a little, go out and hang out with people, maybe you will burn yourself. Good, you learn ki okay, you know what, that thing works for me, I can't hang out with such people, it's okay, you know. So but at least experiment a little bit, talk to people. You won't believe the amount of friends you're going to make if you have the right attitude and the open mind that you need to have, right? Jot down the clubs you want to join. If you're a dancer, join the dance club. If you are like a storyteller or something, join the comedy club or something, you know. स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी वगैरह भी होते हैं आजकल, लाइक देयर आर सिंगिंग क्लब्स एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. देयर आर मार्केटिंग क्लब तो होता है, फाइनेंस क्लब होता है, कंसल्टिंग क्लब होता है, ये वो सब होता ही रहता है, राइट? सो दैट इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली अ बिग चैलेंज. So I would recommend that you do your research, learn about the college, learn about the campus lore, and so on and so forth. Right? This is really important for you. Save money. I would recommend because वो थोड़ा काम आता है campus में. Save money a little bit, right? And yeah, that's all I'll say. And keep in mind, do some research. Okay, what kind of companies are coming in for placements and all. थोड़ा बहुत वो भी पढ़ लेना, so that you are prepared. Then ये कि okay, this company is coming, so मेरे को ये prepare करना पड़ेगा. Because if you know Google is coming, you know Procter and Gamble is coming, you know BlackRock is coming, so you will know that okay, this is what they need, you know. So maybe I can start preparing beforehand. If you want to be one of those people, you can. But as I said, be someone who people want to be around with. Be someone who people are like, you know, not a bad guy, chill guy, you know. And doesn't mean you're in finance, you only hang out with finance people. I beg of you, don't do that. Ask yourself if you're confused. I don't know what specialization to take. MBA में घुस गया, अब नहीं पता क्या करना है. So, you know, so that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You need to start thinking beforehand. I'm not saying कि सोते टाइम वही सोचो, उठते टाइम वही सोचो, but talk to people. Ask them कि bro, I'm going there, मैं किस में focus करूँ. Or maybe you can go with an open mind also. Maybe you can go with an open mind also, and you know, it's like कि you know what, I'll look at all the lectures and then I'll see. So उसके लिए curriculum देखो, go and take those lectures, see if you like it and all of that. Ask people over there, you know, कि भाई इसमें career वरियर में क्या होता है. Senior लोगों से ये करो. पहले ही जाके ज़्यादा सीनियर लोगों के मतलब नहीं घुसना है. You have to be a little careful how you deal with seniors also. It's a college at the end of the day. There is college dynamics, senior, junior. So, you know, I'm not saying you should be scared of them at all. Some of these seniors and you will become very good friends, right? But आड़े में मत पड़ना. Avoid drama is what I will say. Definitely, I will say, please avoid drama. There is no need for it. You're entering an MBA college. There are beautiful memories to be made, lots of good lectures to attend, fantastic career opportunities to take advantage of. It changes your life for the better if you take the right decisions, right? So that's all I'll say. Before you join your MBA college, just chill out, relax, have a nice time, prepare a bit if you feel like, but overall, I think everyone should chill the fuck out. You know, just that's all I'll say. Because then your life becomes very hectic. Yeah, I would recommend, you know, chill before joining. You know, relax a little bit. Anyway, a lot of you are there in the comments. So if you're new, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're old, like, comment, and hit the bell icon, because when I go live, आपको notification आएगा, right? So please guys, how are you? How's everything? The month of May is about to get over. I miss the month of May. I love the month of May. It's my birthday month. I think इस बार 75 years में पहली बार बारिश हुआ है बॉम्बे में. And this is the earliest monsoon in 75 years, sorry. And I was quite disappointed that my last week of May was not sunny. I think that sucks, but anyway, it is what it is. Kunal, Naman is like, hey, hi Naman, how are you? Kunal Kishore is like, hi Kunal. Kunal is like 1 year MBA from ISB or IIM's worth it. ISB ka 1 year MBA and IIM's ka 1 year MBA are two very different things, by the way. The flagship course of ISB is the 1 year one. IIM's ka flagship course is 2 years. So I would say that the 2 year IIM and the 1 year ISB are similar. Those are the ones that you can compare, right? Folks, if you are watching right now, you have any questions, just put it in the comment section. I'll just answer them, right? Yeah. And please react because it helps the algorithm. Like, what's our react button dabao. We want to reach 10,000 subscribers soon. I think we're at 1499. We should be crossing 1500 soon. But yeah, 10,000 subscribers is what I'm looking for. And also tomorrow I'll be uploading an interview with a friend of mine who works in one of the biggest companies in India, and he, he's incredibly doing very well. So you guys will learn a lot from him, and he's also a close friend. So yeah, lots of other things to talk about. Soman is like, sorry, before, yeah, IIM ka 1 year course is more of an executive MBA, if I'm not wrong, Kunal. So keep that in mind, right? Many companies, they also ask for like full-time MBA. So keep that in mind. So that is also a distinction that happens when you're looking for jobs. Someone is like, bruh, I'm in a tier 2 B school and now I'm in second year. Placement will start by 7 months. I'll be specializing in marketing. Can you please help how to utilize this time and get best placement out of it? Prepare. Like, look at the companies that come, ask your seniors ki kya pucha tha last year, how the interviews happen. यू नो पूरा टाइम इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स में घुसे रहो, आपको सब कुछ पता चल जाएगा देश और दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है. यू शुड बी जॉइनिंग, यू शुड सब्सक्राइब टू मार्केटिंग न्यूज़ लेटर्स एंड ऑल. हमारे टाइम पे नहीं था यार इतना, आज जितना है उसका तो 1/10 भी नहीं था हमारे टाइम पे. सो जॉइन दीज मार्केटिंग न्यूज़ लेटर्स. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू जॉइन एफएमसीजी मार्केटिंग, तो एफएमसीजी मार्केटिंग के फॉलो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को फॉलो करो, आपको बहुत ज्ञान मिलेगा ऑनलाइन लिंक्डइन वगैरह पे. अगर आपको इफ़ यू वांट टू डू टेक मार्केटिंग एंड ऑल, टेक मार्केटिंग वालों को तो धंधा ही नहीं है. मेरे जैसे लोग, मतलब आई एम अ टेक मार्केटर, वो न्यूज़लेटर करते रहेंगे, पॉडकास्ट करते रहेंगे, तो उनका जाके यूट्यूब पे देखो लोग क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं. You learn something out of it, right? So you need to prepare for your placement. Your placements don't happen because you have a nice smile. In some cases they work out even in that way, but don't leave it to that. Have a nice smile and prepare. That's what I do. So yeah, my smile really helps me. uh, but yeah, so placements है तो prepare करो यार, and give mock interviews. In fact, many of you, if your students, I think ChatGPT and other AI companies, they are giving students को free pro tier subscriptions, right? Go into voice mode and interview yourself with the AI. Honestly, like, see how much advantage you guys have which we did not in our time. So I'm so happy for you guys. Like, just because I didn't have it, so what? You guys have it, take advantage of it. Mock interviews, mock interviews, mock interviews, guys. And be technically sound. Placements के लिए वही करना पड़ेगा. Do some off, क्या बोलते हो, ऑफलाइन इंटर्नशिप्स एंड ऑल. वो जो ऑनलाइन प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं वो सब करो. Build up your profile, because you can't change the past. You can definitely work on in the present, and in the future then your past becomes beautiful because you worked in the present at this point of time. So yeah, Naman is like, I'll be joining I Am Ranchi in a couple of weeks. Naman, all the best. I Am Ranchi is pretty good. Please do well. I hope you'll do well. I'm pretty sure there is a hostel over there. So prepare, spend time. You have a couple of weeks. Spend time with your friends. Spend time with your family as much as possible. If you love your girlfriend, boyfriend, spend time with them. If you don't love them, maybe you can soft launch a breakup. I don't know. Think about it. Rachit is like, Rachit Tonge, liaison officer. Hello, sir. Is MBA a good option for aspiring entrepreneur who does not know what entrepreneur he wanna do? Rachit, firstly, don't call me sir. Just call me Paul or call me Saurabh. Being an entrepreneur and MBA, funnily enough, an MBA is supposed to make you a better entrepreneur. There is no evidence of that. At least if you look at most of the founders, they're single graduate degree holders. MBAs are great at working in large corporations or mid-sized corporations, and sometimes small corporations, and doing very well for themselves and for the companies they work for. अगर आपको entrepreneurship करना है, I don't think an MBA is the, मतलब MBAs will help, but I don't think if that is your biggest one, an MBA is the best thing you should be doing. I'm being very frank. MBAs train you to work for corporations. I'm being very frank. Which is not the case outside of India. Outside of India, it's like, hey, if you're doing an MBA, we expect you to learn how to start, build, and scale a business. Okay? India में वो नहीं है. India में it's like कि ये हमारा 1 लाख लोग का कंपनी है, इसमें आने का और ये एक प्रोजेक्ट है उसको रन करने का. Most MBA grads in India are project managers. I'm being very frank. And continue to be project managers for the rest of their lives. The nature of the project changes, the scale of the project changes, right? So that's all I'll say. Sawman is like, bruh, I'm doing my internship in a very good performance marketing agency. That's fantastic. Working in business development. That's great. All the best. Yeah, Sawman, I think that's fantastic. Experience एकदम अच्छे से रखना अपना. Oh, which reminds me, guys, before you join your MBA college, ensure all your work experience and everything you have a certification. अगर आपने बचपन में वो नींबू ऐसा वो चम्मच पे ऐसा नींबू लगाते हैं ना वो सामने और वो रेस भी जीता हो उसका सर्टिफिकेशन आपके पास होना चाहिए. Don't fake things. I beg of you, don't lie, don't cheat. It's wrong. On top of it, if you get caught, you're beyond fucked. Please don't do that, right? So get all your documents in order. Get all your documents in order, please. Okay, you cannot put anything on your CV that is incorrect. You will pay for it. Okay, because later on, once you go there, getting those certifications and those proofs become very difficult. So I am requesting you, ensure that all your certifications and your proofs are in line. That's a fantastic point I came up with. Like, yeah, please keep that in mind. Saksham Pathak is like, I'm joining SCM HRD in 4 days. Great college. Quite stressed about what will happen in the next 2 years. Why are you stressed? Why? What is there to be stressed about, Saksham? Enjoy. You're young. You look young. You're joining it in 4 days. Hostel hai. SCM HRD is one of the best colleges in the country, especially for HR. Go for it. I think you should. What is like? Pune is a beautiful city. Make friends. What are you stressing about? Zindagi bhar stress rehne wala hai. Leave it for, yeah, because see, you will never, once you are out in corporate life, most of you after MBA, then you're not going to, most of us after MBA are not going to study ever again. Dude, I know people who haven't touched a fucking book post MBA, right? They haven't touched a book. It's been 7, 8 years and they're never going to touch a book. Okay. Like a textbook at least. So enjoy this time. You will never ever be in a position where you're like, oh my God, everyone around me is so amazing. Or everyone around me is at least trying hard. You will be joining organizations where people have been sitting there for 25 years and they couldn't care less if the building fucking fell down. You will be around people who are cutthroat, who don't give a shit about you. Okay? You will be around people who are only there for 6 months and leaving. An MBA college is the last time you will have some structure in your life for a long, long time. Do not underestimate that. You will not realize what I'm saying now. But later on, you will remember, oh fuck, Saurabh said this. That structure will leave your life the day you leave your MBA college, right? Your goals, your objectives right now are very predictable. I'm not saying achievable, I'm saying predictable. You know, this is exactly what I'm supposed to do. You will miss the structure. So don't be stressed, enjoy it. So Aman is like, bro, a video for marketing guys, second year MBA, final placement, how to crack top companies, tier 2 B school. I think I answered that question, how to do it. Someone is like, भाई ये वीडियो 1 ईयर पहले डाल देते ब्रो, बट अभी थोड़ा गाइड कर दो बड़े भाई. I think I did that, Someone. I think any other question other than this I think can help you. Z5 is like, what to do if you flunk in your first year? I don't think most anyone flunks. I do know people who flunk though. Repeat. That's what you can do. Others Ranchor is like part-time versus full-time MBA advantages and disadvantages. Well, if you're doing part-time, better do it from a very good college. I'm being very frank. Otherwise, it's useless. Do it from a very, very good college, but because I'm not saying it's useless, it's fine, but it's really impactful if you do it from a very good college. If you're doing part-time, do it from a top 25 college, top 20 college, but uske niche point nahi hai. And let me also tell you, even if you do your part-time from IIM Ahmedabad, right? There are many jobs where in the job description you will read, there is a statement which says full-time MBA only. So keep that in mind. See, sometimes your life does not permit you to do certain things, right? आपका life का situation अलग होता है कभी कभार. Maybe some people are they don't have the money for it. होता है ना? Some people don't have money. Is it their fault they don't have money at that age to not do education? India is not exactly a rich country. There are many people who are not privileged. Like, I'm very privileged. I was born in a middle class family, man. We went on by. My father always had money for my education. But there are so many people who did not. So they need to do part time because they're like, मैं खुद से कमाऊंगा and तब मैं करूंगा. Maybe they are like, they didn't have clarity, and by the time they got clarity, they're 33 years old. तब वो part time कर रहे. So nothing bad about part time, but there are companies in India who are like, for certain roles they're like full time only. So you have to keep that in mind before you jump into it, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah, Devashish Upreti is like, hey Saurabh, I'm a CAT 2025 aspirant, currently studying in NSUT Delhi, been watching your videos for a while. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Devashish. Please share it with your friends and hit the bell icon. I'm sure you must have subscribed by now. Sitaram is like, I'm 20 right now. How can I get along with my peers who are 24, 28? Any tips or something I should know while interacting with them? That's a fantastic question, Sitaram, actually. देख यार, पहली चीज बच्चों जैसी हरकत मत कर. Just because you're a kid doesn't mean you act like a kid. But that also doesn't mean you overcompensate for it. कि be yourself. Be yourself. तू जो है तू वो बन के जा. And be genuinely curious. See, once you go there, nobody is going to remember that what's your age after a point of time. They are only going to judge you based on your hard work, your attitude, and your capabilities and what you bring to the table, right? I was friends with some, I was 22, I was friends with people who were 28, 27, 26. One of the closest people I hung out with, she was 26. We used to go out drinking together, just the two of us. And it was just like, it was friendship. It was pure friendship. It's been a while I haven't spoken to her. You know, that's what happens after college, right? Like you lose touch. It's not that easy. But what I'm saying is, you will be friends. I used to stay over at people's places like they were 28, 29. Like, like it was what it was, right? So keep age really doesn't matter. कुछ नहीं, normal. एकदम आँख में आँख डाल के बात करने का, सिंपल बात करने का हो जाएगा. I just got nostalgic, man. Fuck, it was such a beautiful time. Rick Enrique is like, tell us about AI product manager role. There's nothing called as AI product manager role. Okay, there is, but it depends on the context of the company you're talking about, right? It's like, see, okay, I'll give you a very good example, right? आपने देखा होगा WhatsApp पे. Suddenly, if you start searching for a message on WhatsApp, one of the options is वो अपने आप वो मेटा AI का results दिखाता है. Okay, you go on Twitter. On top of every tweet, there is that button of Grok, which is the AI of Twitter. You click on it, it explains that tweet. That's an AI feature. You go on Google, you search Google. Now they have AI mode. Okay, they have AI snippets. They have Gemini snippets. Before all the search results begin, there are snippets from Gemini, which is their AI tool. So these features within a product, that is what an AI product manager is responsible for or work towards. That, hey, we have a existing product. How do we get AI features that make sense to us and make sense to our audience, obviously, most importantly. So that is what matters, right? That is what matters. Like आजकल you go on Google, Gmail में Gemini is automatically summarizing emails. You open an email, ये बड़ा email, उसको 2 लाइन में summarize कर रहा है अपने आप बिना कुछ किए. That is an AI feature. So an AI product manager is responsible for integrating AI features within an existing product or completely pivoting the product to an AI first product, right? So keep that in mind. That is what an AI product manager does. Somin bhai is like, भाई मैं marketing में तो specialize कर रहा हूँ, but man product management, but मन product management में है, but tier 2 से हूँ and 3 years sales work X है real estate में, PM course कर रहा हूँ next leap. Well, keep doing it. All the best. If there are PM roles and you get shortlisted, you should go for it. And as I said, apply the same thing. Call up people, ask them what do they ask in product manager interviews. Like if you want to do product marketing interviews also, simple Google पे जाओ या ChatGPT पे जाओ, आपको जो करना है, give me top 50 product marketing questions. आपने वो 50 क्वेश्चन कर लिए ना, I shit you not, like you will crack at least 4 out of 10 interviews, assuming you get 10 calls for product marketing. Because most people don't do the basics. Yeah, I've seen it in my life. Most people don't do the basics. They lose out on achieving the pinnacle of what they can because they don't want to do the basics. 50 क्वेश्चन है, आप उसके आंसर निकाल लो. And if you're not getting, आजकल तो सब कुछ मिल रहा है. Obviously it should make sense because रट्टा नहीं मारना है, because in an interview they'll find you out like this. So understand, doing those 50 questions only will solve your life, frankly. So that is what it is. Someone is like tier 2 से PM में जा सकता है, नॉन इंजीनियर है, बाहर से देखना पड़ेगा, PM रोल नहीं आता कॉलेज में. Yes, then go out and apply. One thing you could do, Somen, honestly, is LinkedIn पे जाओ, छोटे छोटे जो स्टार्टअप्स होते हैं उनके जो फाउंडर्स होते हैं ना, उनको पिंग करो. These people, you will be surprised, they respond. They actually respond. They'll give you an interview chance. They'll do something. Go out and reach out to people. And ये लंबा लंबा मैसेज नहीं लिखना है, छोटा छोटा 3 पैराग्राफ एट मैक्स, छोटू छोटू, लाइक 2 लाइन 1 लाइन, दैट्स इट. 5-6 लाइन के ऊपर तू लिखेगा, वो बोलेगा जा ना किसी और को कहानी सुना. So learn how to do a cold outreach also. It matters. So yeah. Naman is like, is HR a bit less rigorous than the core program? Also, is the growth not as good as it is for marketing and finance folks? Yeah, HR ka role is the I think the program is equally rigorous because, dude, if you have the right professor, na, everything will be rigorous. I assure you, like paper mache will become rigorous for you. HR is a very important function, by the way. People keep underestimating it. Don't go on those Instagram reel, those nithalle unemployed fuckers in our country who keep making fun of like HR saying rangoli banate hai. Please don't fall for that. HR function, if done correctly, is one of the most important functions in any company you will be part of. Okay. You will not know the importance of HR until you're 3-4 years work ex. Okay. I knew it somehow very early in my career because I had to deal with them. But I'm just saying, if you have a good HR, your life is sorted. If you have a bad HR, it's gone. Okay. So, an HR is incredibly powerful, incredibly important. There's something called a strategic HR, if done well, can redefine how companies work. Okay. HR decisions, organizational relationships, extremely important. Right. So, there is that. You're saying ki, is the growth not as good as it is for marketing and finance folks? I want all of you to stop writing growth and say money. I will only answer this question if you write, is the money not as good as marketing and finance? Then I'll answer that question. I want to see some level of honesty. Rick Enrique is like, bro, do you think in future AI can replace product manager jobs? No. Please understand, a product manager, it will, instead of 10 product managers, there will be 2 or 3 because AI is empowering people. They'll be really empowering people. The efficiency gains are insane. It's insane. Like I used to work 2 log ka job anyways. Because of AI, it became 3 to 4 people ka job. Today I'm at 5 people ka job I can do in a single day. It's the efficiency gains are insane. That does not mean that अगर आप 6 घंटा काम कर रहे तो अभी आप 1 घंटा करोगे. आप 10 घंटा 12 घंटा ही काम करोगे. Just your output really shoots up. Does the quality shoot up? I don't know. I wouldn't comment. So AI will not replace product managers specifically. I personally feel because product manager का role जो होता है ना, वो coordination का होता है. There are already tools that are literally there for coordination, but you still need human beings in the loop. Because you must be like, why do we need a PM? I'm a coder. हो जाता है हमसे. This is what idiots say when they have 2 years of work experience in some fuck all IT company. Okay. There is this very small company called Google, and their founder once straight up fired the engineering managers and the product managers. They are like, you're non-technical now. Get out. We only want computer science folks over here. We only want coders and engineers over here. We are not a company who cares about people managing other people or someone managing a project or a program for that matter. We don't want all of you guys. And this was like one of the co-founders who did it. And within a month, everything went to hell. And the engineers, the coders themselves, they themselves came out, the computer scientists, extremely high level people, right, working for Google. And this is back when this company was 50, 100 people, 200 people strong, hardly anything. And they went up to the founder and they were like, boss, this is not working out. We need people to manage us. Allow us to work in peace. Don't make us work and deal with other people. Like, we can work and deal with each other at certain level. वो dealing वाला काम, whether you like it or not, we need the people back. They had to call up those people who they fired and be like, we are sorry, please come back. Almost everyone came back. Almost everyone. Because Google was an amazing place. And then the founders had to reluctantly agree that, okay, having, computer scientists is fantastic, having technical folks is great, but we need people to manage the processes at the top, to coordinate well, to ensure the collaboration is great. Which, if you think about it, stereotypically is not the strong suit of people in computer software. And it's kind of true in all industries. So a product manager ka role will not be taken over by AI. It will just reduce the number of PMs, to be very frank, because they can work on more features and with more people on different projects. That is what it is. If at all unki auqat ho to work on them, right? Just because it's there doesn't mean it's there. Someone is like, thanks brother, आपका input के लिए शुक्रिया, and for all the new joiners, learn statistics in Excel. I am so sorry. That is such a beautiful point, Soman. Thank you so much. Guys, please, Microsoft Excel. I beg of you. Google Sheet. पहले तो Excel भी मतलब it was tough to obtain, but Google Sheets is free. Please, for the rest of your life, you're going to be on Google Sheets. I promise you. You have to learn Google Sheets. You have to learn VLOOKUP. You have to learn pivot table. You have to learn some decent level of Excel and PowerPoint and Canva. आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. अभी आई वुड से 15 दिन पहले मत सीखो. 1 महीना है तो यार आप थोड़ा एक्सेल कर लो, गूगल शीट कर लो, एक कोर्स वोर्स कर लो, छोटा मोटा कोर्स कर लो. एंड बाय कोर्स आई मीन फ्री कोर्स. डोंट पे. इफ एट ऑल यू गोइंग टू पे, डू इट फॉर यूडेमी. वो 300-400 रुपए में कर लेता है. ठीक है, 200-300 रुपए में 299 का कोर्स होता है एक्सेल का. एट मैक्स वो कर लो. Because Excel is extremely important, guys. So keep that in mind. Excel/Google Sheets, you know what I mean. Rick Enrique is like, Wipro HR head earning 7 crore per annum, so definitely HR jobs are paid well. No, that's again not a good point. तुम सब लोग विप्रो HR हेड बनेगा क्या? तुम लोग सब लोग शाहरुख खान बनेगा क्या? That's my problem with people. I get it, great, aim high. But how many people, lakhs of people join the workforce? How many people are going to end up as a CXO? Please understand, do not compare yourself to the top guy. Compare yourself to the middle or the upper middle guy at max. Please. People in HR are paid as much as others, but I would say easily 20-30% less. Incentives, though, I'm pretty sure is less. Like incentives are, I don't know how much incentives HRs get. I don't think so. Your sales guy is going to out earn almost everyone, by the way. Most people are going to be out earned by salespeople. As they should. They get the most important metric, revenue. So keep that in mind. I would, so HR वगैरह, मतलब आप देखो, आप जाके लोगों से बात करो, आप रिसर्च करो, ग्रॉक को पूछो, चैट जीपीटी को पूछो कितना कमाते हैं. आस्क पीपल हु आर 20 years वर्क एक्स की मैं ये नहीं पूछ रहा आप कितना कमा रहे हो, आप बताओ कि इन जनरल कितना कमाते हैं HR वाले आफ्टर दिस वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. एंड योर पे changes based on your industry, also on your role, by the way. Okay, a very good example would be a product manager in an IT company and a product manager in a tech company are two very different things. So keep that in mind. Same with HR. Do you know why the HR head of Wipro is so important? कितना लोग है विप्रो में? गूगल करो, 3 लाख लोग रहेगा मिनिमम. That person is responsible for 3 lakh people. Now you'll be like, तो नंबर बढ़ा तो पैसा बढ़ा. No, that is not also that simple. Understand that companies like Wipro, they are charging other companies for sending extremely high talent. We outsource talent. BPO and KPO require talent, and Indians are, sent either abroad or they're working over here in like capability centers and so on and so forth. So those people are revenue because they're billable. So hiring those people, the right people, keeping them, ensuring they're happy, is an extremely tough job for 3 lakh people. Because if you are able to put 500 people on a project, imagine you earn $500. If you put 1,000, you earn $1,000 or more than that or whatever. You get my point. So people are equal to revenue in the IT industry. That is why the HR head of Wipro is so important. You get my point, guys? So yeah. Um, Someone is asking, भाई product management and product marketing दोनों में difference क्या है? You can chat GPT this. You don't need me for it. Uh, I mean, Z5. I mean, I can make a video on it. I'll make it obviously, but if you want a simple answer, you can check this. Z5 is like, why do HR people always say your salary is confidential and you do not share it with anyone? When they very well know everybody shares these details. Z5, I don't know who the fuck are you talking about. I never share my salary details with anyone other than my mother and my wife. Even my own father doesn't know about my salary that much. I don't like to share it unnecessarily. I mean, he's aware, but not to the last decimal, right? So that's my whole point. Please don't go about telling your salary to people. You can give people a range. Don't go about telling your salary to people. That's not good. That's not good. It's unprofessional, firstly. But secondly, it's like give people a range so that you don't want to be judged based on how much you earn, man. Like as a man to man, I'll give you that advice. Don't get faltu ka judged by people, and always find out how much others are earning, and a part of it is like giving them also your range. कि, oh, this is what it is. Because आपको भी पता चलेगा ना, are you underpaid or overpaid? But with your colleagues and everything, team members, absolutely not. Never share your salary details with anyone in your company. हाँ, अगर गोटी दोस्त है, यार है, आप कर लो, but ideally, no. So do that. So I would side with the HR on this one, yeah. I would side with the HR on this one. Don't go. Why? क्यों जानने गया इधर मेरे को मेरा पगार? Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. Tomorrow, if you're working on 4 tasks and that guy is working on 8, he'll be like, साला पैसा तो इसको मुझसे ज़्यादा मिलता है, fuck this guy. Trust me, that's going to happen. So, फालतू का don't create problems for yourself. Naman is like, of course, I'm talking about money. I won't be able to switch to some other domain after I graduate. So the money factor is really important. Yeah. So just to give everyone context, Naman had asked, like, do HR people earn as much? Is there good growth? Which like do HRs earn more money or as much money as marketing and finance and sales people? And the answer is no. And HR will not earn as much as the others. In most places, they won't. I'm being very frank. But if that is what you want to do in your life, that is what gives you happiness, that is what gives you satisfaction, that is what you're good at, that is where you want to see yourself, that kind of resonates with you, then absolutely yes. But HRs also earn pretty well, by the way. HRs also earn pretty well, by the way. And they know the market better than most people. And in HR also, whether you're a talent acquisition guy or you are a BHR, which is a business HR or so on and so forth, it depends. It depends what you want to do. So keep that in mind. What you want to be learning, you want to be in learning and development, you want to be basic BHR, you want to be into people and culture, you want to be a talent acquisition guy. Depends. Like employer branding, there are different roles within HR also, and they all get paid differently. So I think you should research a bit on more. But a finance, marketing, sales guy will always out earn them. Not marketing, that for sure, but finance maybe copfin, I don't know, a little bit. But your tax guys not really. But your sales guys are going to out earn everyone. But करने का है क्या sales तुमको? आता है क्या sales? अगर आता भी है तो करना है क्या? I know people who are very good at sales, but do they want to do it? That's the thing. That's the thing. Someone found something very funny. Like, okay. Rick Enrique is like, I heard that tech sales B2B positioning at FANG companies paid insanely well. What do you think about it? Yes, B2B sales pays well everywhere, Rick. Let me tell you, because I know B2B sales very well. I deal with them every day because I'm B2B marketing. Tech sales pays very well. The problem is it's very difficult. I made a video on will AI replace sales, and I want you to watch that video. Please go, everyone, check that video. Right. Speaking of which, guys, you're here. Please follow us. Follow Polkeball on Reddit. We have a new channel. I made a new channel over there. We can discuss things. We can argue. You can propose new topics. And I'm on LinkedIn. You can follow me. Don't send a connection request unnecessarily. Most likely I won't accept, but you can definitely follow me so we can connect over there. Yeah. So yeah, and tech sales in FANG companies is extremely prestigious also, Rick. So keep that in mind. Karthik Jain is like, which was your dream company during your MBA in FMCG industry? I am too interested in FMCG. Any tips or suggestions? Frankly, I wanted to join, you know, like my internship was in Danone, so I was really happy. But yeah, I was thinking of Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Pepsi or Coke is something which I really wanted. Coke, I think, is Hindustan Beverages Limited in India. But I really, really wanted to join a company like Pepsi, Coke, Hindustan Unilever, and P&G. I didn't think I had it in me to join. My grades weren't that great or something. So my confidence wasn't really there. And that's fine. But I would have loved to join almost any FMCG company that made good, even GCPL, because I used to work in Godrej and Boys, so I knew that GCPL, which is Godrej Consumer Products Limited, was a good company to work for. So that was also something. But yeah, didn't work out. मेरे टाइम पे नहीं हुआ वो. But yeah, these are FMC. Denon also, as I said, right, really wanted to join. But I think, yeah. In fact, that division, Danone in general in India had to back off in a lot of ways. If you read about it, had to back off. Okay. Z5 is like, bro, even your boss knows your salary. Surprisingly, Z5, once again, that is not true. And if your boss knows your salary, your boss is not your friend. There is no comparison. Logic baat karo. Your boss is not your colleague. Your boss is your boss. I know companies where the bosses don't know the salaries. I know companies where the bosses know the salaries. That's the point, right? So, boss is very different animal. So you can't compare. Do not talk to your colleague about your salary. Why? Z5 is like, bro, what are the, sorry. Enrique is like, bhai joined at Polkable Reddit group. Thank you so much, Rick. Z5 is like, bro, what are the underlying signals that your department is going to get laid off? I don't know about this but from what I understand, you get very faltu work. You get extremely faltu work and you busy work, it's called. Like suddenly you're just made to do busy work. Hiring is completely stopped for your this thing. And there will be rumors here. Honestly, there will be rumors कि वो ये हो सकता है. But you can never say, you can never say it. So I would always recommend keep your CV ready, be interview ready at all times, right? So this is advice which I rarely follow, but yeah, be be interview ready at all times, honestly. And speak to your boss. Keep speaking to your boss. कि भाई क्या चल रहा है सब ठीक है ना मतलब ऐसा बात करो. So keep that in mind. Z5 is like, will you join Patanjali? That is also FMCG. Funnily enough, when I was graduating, Patanjali was actually growing very fast. But then again, they, I think, somewhere did not really do too well. But even now, I think they are doing well. But everyone else has gotten back their market share. I remember Colpal was, which is Colgate Palmolive, was suffering so much because of, Patanjali. But I think these people covered it. They really covered it back. And yeah, that's fine. That's the whole thing. And knowing who I am, I think I work better with European and American firms. I'm being very frank. सोमन इज लाइक भाई आप शॉर्ट्स में हुक बना के वीडियो में रिडायरेक्ट करो अच्छे से एज स्निपेट के जैसा स्निपेट के जैसा आई बिलीव मस्त ग्रो करोगे पीपल लाइक यू शुड ग्रो not only for yourself but also for people like us who needs guidance. Thank you so much, Soman. Soman, I do have a software which actually clips these things that I have created, right? And from these big videos I make those shorts. I think the shorts are performing pretty well. I think this month itself, the shorts got around 1,000 views, 10,000 views, sorry. So I think I'm very happy. I think this entire month I got 25,000 views or so, which is a very good amount, I would say. It's a very, very good amount. And shorts contributed majorly to it, right? Because the number of lives I did this month has kind of reduced a little bit. Folks, if you're new to Polke Bowl, please subscribe. We want to reach 10,000 subscribers. एंड प्लीज हिट द लाइक आइकॉन, लाइक बटन ऐसा दबाओ, मेरे को अच्छा लगता है ऐसा लाइक दबाओगे तो। रात के 12:30 बजे लाइव कर रहा हूँ और आप लाइक भी नहीं कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो? Rick Enrique is like, bro, most edtech companies in India sell dreams. Now they are aggressively promoting data analytics, data science courses. Do you think in future these jobs will get saturated? Data science will do well. Data analytics, I'm not so sure, huh? Because anything related to analytics and all, I think AI is going to eat it up. AI is going to eat it up, bro. Matlab, I get very worried whenever someone says analyst or analytics. I was like, bro, the basic entry level stuff is gonna just go. अभी का वो न्यूज़ आ रहा है that Anthropic, who create Claude, which is the competitor for OpenAI's ChatGPT, वो बोल रहे हैं भाई कि 50% of entry level jobs are gonna go away in the next 2-3 years. Because as I said, right, see, ChatGPT becomes your reportee, frankly. If you have a full paid version, ChatGPT is so powerful, it's not even funny. And if you know how to use it, it's not even funny. And it is getting better every day. So ये analytics वगैरह bro, मतलब ये एकदम हल्के में होने वाला है. Like, guys, I was just, I'm telling you, you can, there is something called as, अभी गूगल करो मेरे लिए, खुद से करना, फ्री है. इट्स कॉल्ड गूगल स्टिच, STITCH. मैं आपको मार्केटिंग एग्जांपल्स थोड़े दूंगा ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज आई एम अ मार्केटर. सो गूगल स्टिच करके, जिसमें आप एक वेब पेज का मॉकअप ऐसे बना सकते हो. मतलब ऑल यू नीड टू जस्ट यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट, हे आई वांट अ लैंडिंग पेज फॉर माय फ्लावर पॉट बिजनेस, वो अपने आप बनाएगा. Then you can take it to Figma and so on and so forth. That's a different story. But something which required two people and at least 1 week to come up with is now being done in 150 seconds, 60 seconds, 1 minute. It is very scary, the rate of development of AI, the progress, its power. So please, ये data analyst वगैरह जो भी है, थोड़ा सा sense लगाओ कि what is AI good at? You have to get better at the things AI is most likely never going to be good at. Keep that in mind. I will be making a video on top AI tools, which I highly recommend. So that's something we should be looking at. Next is, yeah, and these edtech companies, now be very careful. Be very careful about them. I don't know. Be very careful what they promise you and all of that. It's your money when you're putting it over there. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Someone is like, nice. Thank you so much. Z5 is like, bro, does your live go concurrently on FB, Twitter, and YouTube? No, just on YouTube, yeah. ये फेसबुक और ट्विटर लाइव एक साथ करने के लिए वी हैव टू डू दैट स्ट्रीम यार्ड का महीने का 2-2,500 का सब्सक्रिप्शन. यार वो नहीं हो रहा है अभी के लिए, तो वो थोड़ा, अभी के लिए तो थोड़ा महंगा पड़ेगा. जब थोड़ा 10,000 सब्सक्राइबर आएगा ना, मैं माँ कसम इन्वेस्ट करेगा उसमें. बट तुम लोग अपना दोस्त लोगों को बुला के लेके आओ, कराओ 10,000 सब्सक्राइबर, में करेगा उसमें इन्वेस्ट. बिकॉज इवन राइट नाउ द मनी दैट आई एम स्पेंडिंग इज आउट ऑफ माई पॉकेट, है कि नहीं? So there's that. Anyway, I think the Champions League is going to start in a minute. So I'm very excited to watch it. Who do you guys think is going to win? Inter Milan versus PSG. Naman is asking, with the recent news about IBM firing its HR department, I'm getting even more anxious. What? IBM fired its HR department? Kidhar? Let me check. IBM ने किधर कुछ किया है? इसने Microsoft laid off 6,000, 7,000 people. Z5 is like, bro, do you go to gym? If yes, you take which whey protein? Yes, I do. I take this one. What do you call? मेरा वाला अच्छा है रे थोड़ा. क्या वो ग्रे कलर का? which whey protein do I take? देखना पड़ेगा मेरे को. मेरा वो लो फैट वाला है, लो प्रोटीन, वो वे प्रोटीन. लेट मी चेक. मेरा ब्लिंकिट से उस दिन मंगाया था मैंने उसको. जस्ट चेकिंग. वे प्रोटीन. ISO Pure. My brand is ISO Pure, and that's what I have for protein. And मैं Champions League लगा लिया बाजू में वैसे, so there is that. And yeah, I okay. Who okay? Next question was yeah. IBM का क्या है बताओ जरा. Um, Rick Enrique is like, in that case, I think people who are currently working in data analytics should try to transition to AI or data science roles. 100%. I completely agree. You should be asking yourself every day. I ask myself every day, guys, is my job susceptible to AI? What's happening? What is going on? You have to be asking yourself the entire time, right? So please keep that in mind. ये मेरा free में बता रहा है रुको guys. Premium content क्या बोल रहा है मेरे को? Fucking idiot. Sign in, man. Fuck. Yeah, subscribe. ये मेरे को free. It has logged me out and now it is saying कि तू free का देख रहा है. Get lost. Yeah, you should ask yourself every day, is my job, is my job like susceptible to AI? Like what is happening? What is happening? You have to be very careful about it कि exactly क्या चल रहा है आपके life में. You know, you have to keep reading the news. You have to keep asking your manager कि exactly, can you be replaced by AI? What part of your role can be replaced by AI? And you should double down on the part that cannot be replaced. So there's that. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I need to log in. I think I missed the kickoff. This sucks. Just give me 2 seconds. Keep putting your questions in the chat. Keep putting your questions in the chat. मेरा OTP एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा है. सोनी लिव यूजलेस. सोनी लिव को मौत आ रही है आज. Yeah, it's not accepting my OTP. Fuck, why not? Sony Live भी ना. Fuck it. I'm on a live. I think I'll respect you guys. Okay. Inter Milan PSG. He's like Inter Milan PSG is whatever that emoji means. I don't know what that means. I think PSG is gonna win, bro, because they are just too motivated at this point of time. Rick Enrique, like few skill like SQL is overlapped. What skill for data science and data analytics role? People should focus on upskill them, bro. SQL है ना, ऐसे ऐसे वो queries निकल रहे हैं AI से. ऐसे ऐसे निकल रहे क्वेरी. सो आई एम रियली रिक्वेस्टिंग यू टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट SQL एंड ऑल ऑफ दोज लैंग्वेजेस. मुझे कोडिंग का सीन ही आता. जेमिनाई वेमिनाई पे बैठ के आई एम क्रिएटिंग दीज एप्स एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट विच आर सो सिंपल एंड ईजी टू क्रिएट. सो योर coding languages and the act of coding is not going to be, I'm not saying coders are not important, they continue going to be important, but as I said, right, the act of coding will lose relevance over a period of time. So I'm requesting you to please keep that in mind, right? And because AI is going to do that, what are you going to do with that data? Which data are you going to look at? How are you going to analyze it? That is the most important part, right? So please keep that in mind. Okay. Naman is like, you can check on Google. Like, what should I check on Google? मेरा चल भी नहीं रहा है. मेरा मौत आ रही है मेरे सोनी लिव को. सो एनीवे, आज ही इसको होना था. हर साल का है. सोमन इज लाइक, भाई मेरा आंख भी पंदा जैसा हो गया है. व्हाट? पैंडा. ओके. ओके. 4-5 आवर्स सो के मेरा एकदम एनर्जी ख़त्म हो गया है. SIP से घर आते टाइम उबर शटल में मर रहा हूँ. घर छोड़ के 2 स्टॉप बाद नींद से उठा. ऐसा होता है. I mean, that's life. These things happen, Soman. Just take care of your health. Sleep is extremely important. I know I'm being a hypocrite when I say that, but yeah, please just keep that in mind, right? So, yeah, cool. Other than that, Rick Enrique is like, Z5 is like, do you have a YouTube manager assigned as you are 1K subs? What? No, I don't have any manager for me. Other than that, Rick Enrique is like, bro, heard that general management role like TAS, highly sought after role after top B schools. Any idea how AI can impact Gen Man roles? Gen Man roles are, yeah, very, I would say, they're losing relevance. They are somewhere losing relevance because everyone expects everyone to do something at this point of time, right? Like everyone expects key. They have project management roles, they're program management roles. Sorry, but they're very they have a very high talent pool, highly qualified talent pool. But was it what it was once 10, 15 years ago? I don't think so, because that whole product manager thing and all of that consultant and all that role, strategy roles, group strategy office roles, those roles have really taken over compared to general manager roles, general management roles, right? Because ultimately you're slotted into some or the other of those roles, right? So that's the whole thing. But yeah, if you get into tasks and all, nothing like it. What if you get a kick-ass role in a kick-ass project? That's what matters, right? So yeah. Cool. I think somewhere it's been 1 hour, 11 minutes I've been live. Guys, if you have, and now my Sony Live let me log in finally, moron. But yeah, any more questions? I'll be very happy to answer. You know, it's been like, wow, it's been 1 hour, 12 minutes. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, please. We want to reach 10,000 subscribers. So yeah. Uh, Yeah, Janman role has no specialization skills. Yeah, but they will develop it now over a period of time. Somin is like, marketing में सबसे booming role and sector कौन सा लगता है आपको? Yeah, 10 years ago it was performance marketing, growth marketing. That was really booming. I think brand marketing has lost its mojo, at least in B2B. Brand management will always be doing very well, is what I'll say. Evergreen role, being a brand manager. Being a product marketing manager is also an evergreen role in a lot of ways. Um, yeah, those are roles that are going to be good. But what is going to boom? Someone who is an AI powered marketer, someone who knows how to use AI across marketing. So a marketing manager who can work across content, brand, performance marketing, product, sales. That guy, that girl, whatever, like that person will be a great marketer. That role is going to really grow. You'll be like, अरे generalist की बात कर रहे हो क्या? नहीं नहीं. Someone who helps achieve marketing metrics across the board, who's a true blue 360-degree marketer. That role is going to boom. Funnily enough, I had that role when I started my career, but I had to experiment. ना मेरे को बहुत चूल था वो. So that's what I did. Anyway, um, but it depends where you get that role, which company you get that role. That really matters. So Z5 is like, why do you think ISL failed? What is ISL? I'm sorry. रात के 12:30 बजे आई एम बीइंग आस्क्ड ISL. इंडियन ISL क्या है? Indian something something league. Someone is like B2B, B2C, कौन सा side? Everywhere. Brand manager is more of a B2C role. Product marketing is more of a B2B role. Frankly. Um, but yeah, and this whole marketing manager thing across anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. So yeah, Indian Super League football. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Indian Super League. Yeah. Thank you for confirming. Why did it fail? I don't think it failed. I have watched the games, by the way, once in a while. They're fantastic. I think Sunil Chetri once commented, right? Like the average consumer, the average viewer has the option of watching world class games like the Champions League final that we are watching right now. As and you compare, it's a product, right? Watching football is a product. You'll be like, oh, it's sport and it's a way of life. That's bullshit. I mean, while it may be true, the reality is that the Champions League, the Premier League, the Serie A, the La Liga, they're all products. Similarly, IPL and ISL are products. The IPL has no one to compete with. It is the best cricket league in the whole world. So people watch, right? ISL is not there yet. By the way, I've seen the games of ISL. They are not bad, right? But they have to compete with giants. It just started 10, 15 years ago. 10 years ago is, I think, when it started. And I'm telling you guys, 20 years down the line, even 10, 15 years down the line, I'm saying 20, 40, the ISL will be huge. These leagues that you're watching, the IPL, so the EPL and the La Liga and all, they're hundreds of years old. Yeah, you'll be like, "Arey, Premier League was formed in 1993." Arey, ho, but it was formed in its current avatar like that, na? First, it started out as the English league and this league and that league. So please keep in mind that it takes time. It will mature. Like I think Soman mentioned over there, mature होने में time लगेगा, but हो जाएगा. Agreed. It will take 10 years. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do well. You know, the reason cricket does well in India is because no matter what happens, cricket, young 7-year-old kids, they're playing cricket, whether it's rain or a hailstorm or it's hot or it's cold, people are playing cricket in whatever space they get. Grassroots matters. So there's that. And also you need to have a talent, evolution program. So that's what matters. Only rich kids or poor kids should not be the ones playing football. Everyone from each and every part of the country, across stratas of society, should be playing football. Like how they do in cricket, by the way. Gautam Gambhir was rich. Virat Kohli was middle class. Virendra Sehwag was not really well to do. He was lower middle class. Mohammad Kaif was poor. MS Dhoni was lower middle class. Sachin was middle class. Like there were some people who were so just super duper poor, like straight up poor. Like I know people, I think Munaf Patel was poor. Irfan Pathan was poor. These people, they, when they, there were so many others, like Tejasvi Yadav was poor. Like, God damn it. But then there are other, like Saurav Ganguly has royal lineage, right? So you have to look at these things, that India is a country where cricketers come from all walks of life. That is the beauty of that sport and the success of that sport, which is what football needs to do in India. And it will happen one day. I'm sure it will take some time, but it will happen. Z5 is like, do you see yourself one day becoming a CMO of a company, of any company? Yes, I do. That's my aim, and if I work towards it, I'll definitely get it. So yeah, how soon will I get it depends on luck, but I should be getting it if I work towards it in a good way. Yeah, so that's what it is, and I do want to become that. Soman is like, sports grow karega when our nation perform well internationally. Chicken and egg, honestly, Soman, chicken and egg. Gust is like, hey, I'm joining one of the IIM ABCs with 4 years of gap at around 28 years of age. What are the things I can do to speed up with batchmates, and what field should be good for me? How the fuck did you get selected? I'm happy for you. 4 years of gap. What were you doing? UPSC prep? Do answer that. What are the things I can do to get up to speed with batchmates? It's a goal by Achraf Hakimi. Sorry, I'm gonna answer your question, Gust. But oh, he scored against his ex club. He scored against his ex club. Coming back. Gust, I think be yourself. Get up to speed with batchmates. What are they running somewhere? What do you mean by get up to speed? Which field would be good for me? I don't know. You tell me. Which field would be good for you? I can't answer these questions. Nobody can. That's why I'm answering it that way. You have to determine what will be good for you. Go out there, experiment, see what works, what doesn't work. What you want, what you don't want. Why don't people ask themselves anymore, what do I like? आप इंसान हो यार. You like certain things. What you don't like, you like. वो भी तो होता है कुछ. So please keep that in mind. and get up to speed with batchmates. Nothing. Be yourself. Economic times वगैरह करो. पढ़ते रहो economic times पूरा time. Normal conversation करो लोगों के साथ. And I think you should be fine. Fine. Rick Enrique is like, bro, as a non-technical guy, how do you keep updated yourself on AI? Do you follow any blog or YouTube channel? Oh, okay, well, very good question, and I have a very good answer for it. Someone very big and influential recently told me there is going to be nothing called as technical and non-technical 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line. There will be people who will be more technical, but it is like earlier, if you had to go from point A to point B in human history very quickly, you had to learn how to ride a horse, or you had to, you know, just basically be part of a caravan, but it wasn't fast. Cars changed all of that, right? Like now, more or less, everyone travels at the same speed. All you need to do is learn how to drive a car, and you sorted yourself out. If not, you get into a train, it goes at 120 kilometers per hour, right? So you don't need to learn how to ride a horse, or you don't need to learn even how to drive a car. You just need to go in the train. The point is, you are reaching point A to point B very quickly because there is an infrastructure that takes away that limitation of yours of being a simple human being. That's the whole thing. So don't call yourself a techie, non-techie, and all of that. I mean, yes, there is that reality. I am not equating myself to really technically adept folk. I will never be them. I respect them. But what I'm saying is, whether they like it or not, whether the ego permits it or not, the gap is reducing in a way. I'm not saying we are catching up to them big time, but it is reducing. The basic shit, the basic stuff, bottom of the funnel stuff can be done pretty easily now. I I want you to know that. And how do I keep myself updated on AI? To answer your question, long story short, Twitter. I spend an unholy amount of time on Twitter, so I do keep myself updated on AI through that. So keep that in mind. There are some newsletters. You can just ask ChatGPT what are the best AI newsletters, and you will get them. On Instagram, also there are a few channels like Evolve AI and so on and so forth, and you will get to know about those because every day there is something new thing that is happening in AI, right? And this is how you stay updated with them and discuss with your friends. सिर्फ बंदियों की बातें मत करो अपने दोस्तों के साथ. Also talk about other things like AI and all. कि अरे bro, I learned this. What do you think about this? What about this? What about that? तो आपको पता चलेगा. LinkedIn is another space where you can see a lot of new AI tools coming up. YouTube पे हर दिन you follow those particular influencers. They keep uploading about the latest tools and even how to use them, right? So keep that in mind. Someone is like, now point A to point B in Zoom fastest. Yes. Z5 is like, do you agree with the view of Piyush Goyal and Indian startups? Again, it's a matter of maturity, and also it's another thing that Mr. Piyush Goyal is a central minister. He's extremely powerful and he's very effective. But we should also remember the government in India is extremely regulatory. And by government, I mean state government as well as the central government. The government wants the startups to be more impactful. They should let startups be more impactful. They should stop regulating. और रैपिडो को जाके तुम बैन कर रहे हो, क्यों करेगा वो? You are banning Rapido, Shapido, and Uber in places where the taxi unions and rickshaw unions are popular and powerful. So ये सब hypocrisy अपनी जगह पे. The reality is that startups in India can do a lot of good things, okay? But do we have the political will and the political capability to let them function the way they want to function? That's my simple question. And mostly, I think the answer is no, right? So that's what I'll say. We'll take some time to let startups actually contribute in defense. Let startups contribute in, say, actual finance, is we are already there, but we are into payment and all of that. But literally enterprise level pay, अगर करना है तो। आई थिंक इनफैक्ट फिनटेक वी हैव डन वेरी वेल एक्चुअली। एंड पीपल आर लाइक, ओ आप डिलीवरी बंदों को लगा रहे हो, इट्स सॉल्विंग अ रियल नीड। आपको और कोई नया कुछ चीज़ करना है, मेडिकल वगैरह में करना है आपको, स्टार्टअप वगैरह, तो आप डीरेगुलेट करो। आप गाँव वाँव में पैसा नहीं है, द स्टार्टअप्स आर सर्विंग पीपल इन सिटीज़, वाई? बिकॉज द सिटीज़ हैव द मनी फॉर इट। देन यू लेट पीपल अर्न मोर मनी ना। You can't have socialistic attitudes and capitalist expectations. You get what I mean? That's what I personally feel. So yeah, Rick Enriquez like need an AI girlfriend. Yeah, so I was reading about it. Like there's this one company that is doing so well. They basically provide AI girlfriends, right? And they're doing extremely well. And here's what I personally feel. Um, there's an epidemic of loneliness in many parts of the world. Um, Young men, especially, are not exactly being treated well in some places. So, what I will say is that these AI girlfriends are going to hit them like very badly. If anyone's seen the movie Blade Runner 2049, you will realize that's going to happen. Whatever they showed in it, those AI girlfriends are parasocial relationships. The movie Her, it's going to happen. It's going to be damaging to society. I'm being very frank. It's going to be damaging. But as long as it is stopping physical violence against women, I think that's one positive I see. Because at least those weirdos who negatively impact women around them, if they are kind of they get busy with those AI girlfriends, then fair enough. I'm okay with that trade off. But overall, I think net damaging to society. That's one thing I'll say. Yeah. Someone is like, AI सीखना है तो ₹9 वर्कशॉप, ये दोनों से दूर रहना, ये दो भले आदमी आपको बेच देगा। आई डोंट नो व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सोमन, बट ₹9 में आपको सिगरेट भी नहीं मिलती तो एआई क्या सीखोगे तुम? बट ठीक है, आई वुड से। सो एनीवे, लाइक guys, it's almost like 1 a.m. I'll wait for another 60 seconds. Let me know if there are any questions. There are 19 of you. What the fuck? There's another goal? Any other questions, comments in the chat? Please let me know. Guys, I'm watching the Champions League. And I think, as I said in my beginning of the video, that PSG is going to run away with this because it's PSG. But what VAR हो रहा है क्या? क्या हो रहा है? What is going on? It's 2-0 to PSG. They didn't even celebrate. Oh God, PSG keeper. Anyway, um, yeah. Rick Enriquez, like, you should watch Aisha, My Virtual Girlfriend. It's a really catchy web series. I'll check it out probably. Anyway, guys, no more questions then. Okay, there's another question. Z5 is like, bro, do you think nuclear war will happen Monday between India and Pakistan? I think nuclear war is overhyped, like Japan is okay today. Very two different things. Hopefully, it never happens, but if it does, it would be one of the worst things that has ever happened to humanity. Um, because if you look at the bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it was literally this much in terms of weight, like the megatons and all of that. The power of it was only this much. The bombs that we have today are huge. There's a difference. Even back then, they knew the bomb that they were using was not, you know, the biggest one that they can use, because they were like, okay, this is more of a message than anything else. So, um, nah, don't call it overhyped. Don't call it overhyped. It's one of the worst things that can ever happen. Anyway, someone is like, अब सो जाता हूँ, थैंक्स बाय, एंजॉय योर मैच, कल आईपीएल देखोगे? नहीं यार, आई डोंट वॉच द आईपीएल एनी मोर. Akshit Chaudhary is like, hey, hello bhaiya, 997 arts BA from Delhi University. General, passing out in June. No, you're not passing out, you're graduating. It's very hard to get a job after BA, so I'll be preparing for CAT again. Last year I got 84. What's your suggestion for that? Don't take a drop. If you're going to prepare, you should be. If it's hard to get a job, you keep let it be hard, but do it. You should be You should be getting something. At least get an internship, get something. I don't care, but you need to have work experience. You really, really need to work. You will know what it means to work, and keep preparing side by side. The next 3 4 years will define your future quite a bit, so they'll improve it, they'll not define it completely, they'll not determine it, they'll define it a little bit. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's not an excuse. So I think you should, because there's, you will lose 1 year, you're very young, don't do that to yourself, right? R2D2 triple four is like, tell me how to start consulting firm without experience. I'm not chat gpt, bro. You should ask chat gpt that. Shivu is like, joining UBS Chandigarh this year. The placements are not that great. What can I do on mine to get off campus opportunities? Keep DMing people on LinkedIn. Improve your profile. Do offline internships. Improve your skills. Learn Excel. Join those case study competitions. Try and win as much as possible. Those things will definitely help you. Improve your English speaking skills. Improve your um, PowerPoint skills, improve your Excel skills. Really important, right? Network, talk to people, join groups and clubs and all as much as possible. So I think it should work out well. Rick Enrique is like, good night, Rick Enrique. Z5 is like, how successful is influencer marketing given audience is very intelligent today? It doesn't matter how intelligent your audience is, influence is influence. The only thing is, yeah, the number of influencers who are really influential has gone down, because I think there was inflation in that market. Um, I think there's a lot of fakeness in that market, but influencer marketing really works. It definitely does. If you get the right audience, the right product, and the right message, it's beautiful. It genuinely works. You should just know how to use it. If a travel influencer tells me about a certain country, it works on me and my wife, man. And if she does it in a very good way, if he does it in a very good way, it definitely works for us. So yeah. Someone is like, LinkedIn Premium काम करता है, प्लेसमेंट सीजन में लेना सही हो नहीं? I don't think LinkedIn Premium is that great. I don't think so. But हाँ, if you have money to burn, go for it. I think it's very expensive. I think it's very expensive. आपको फ्री ट्रायल जो होता है वो मिल रहा है तो करो, but otherwise I think it's very expensive. Shivu is like, thank you so much. Keep doing good work. Started with Excel and PowerPoint. Just one more thing. Should I attempt for one more time for CAT, or fulfilled for USBC and move it forward? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. If you want to give it. If not, it's fine. Because it takes a lot out of a person also. So anyway, wow, this is the longest I've been live. 90 minutes almost. Akshat Chaudhary is like, Bhaiya, I have 3 SSB interviews for Air Force remaining that I'm preparing for, and I will do an internship side by side. Sorry, Akshat, I can't answer this question. I'll probably give you wrong advice or bad advice because I have no experience in these matters. Sorry, but all the best for your Air Force and SSB exams. Parth Agarwal is like, Bhaiya, MBA ka worth high up. What? Z5 is like, your opinion on Mohan Mangal versus ANI. Faltu ka drama, I personally feel. Mohak should have complained, but there was no need to go to the fucking Supreme Court or High Court or wherever these people are right now. I mean, if ANI wanted credit for their video being used, give it to them. If they don't want that video to be used, don't use it. It's fine. Don't use it. फालतू का हर जगह धरना मत करो. It's okay. He's made very few mistakes. Mohak, I think, and he'll continue to do very well. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He's so good. He's so amazing. I wish him all the best. But I think फालतू का drama हो गया, So there's that. Anyway, folks, I think I'll watch the game now. थोड़ा शांति से. Oh wow, second goal was a deflection. Whatever. Parth Agarwal is like, Bhaiya, which MBA specialty is good? Parth, which fruit is good? Answer me. First, answer me that. So, I mean, I'll answer this question later. You can put it in the comment section. I'm a bit tired. It's 1 hour 35 minutes. Thank you so much, folks. This was Polkeball. If you haven't subscribed, like, comment, subscribe. I loved answering your questions. This was a beautiful session. Thank you so much. Take care. See ya. Parth, right answer. Mango is the best. See ya. But yeah, for me, the point is, Parth, it depends what you want to do, what you like. There is no, it's nothing like, it's like asking who's the most beautiful woman in the world. There's no answer to that. It's a personal preference and need, and fitment. So there's that. Thank you, folks. Take care. See ya. Good night.